yes, government does have a lot to do in preserving not just culture and heritage, but languages in particular. The same way that we should be mindful of not going into the danger of saying, oh, let's settle down for official languages or the dominant languages globally. It's the same way that we must be mindful of that in Nigeria, so that we don't, as beautiful as it may sound, and we don't get carried away by the Wazobia buzz. Yes, Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba are dominant in addition to English, but every language counts. Every language matters because and the responsibility first and foremost must be to the people, must be to us as parents, must be to institutions, schools, and government authorities. I like what the Lagos State House of Assembly did in the past, and thankfully they are returning it every Thursday at the Lagos State House of Assembly. The business of the house was conducted in Yoruba. I'm glad that this is at a time it fizzled out, maybe because at that time because of other parties who are bringing in voting members that are not of Yoruba stock into the House of Assembly. But today that is back. I think what we should do is to be inspired by that reality, so that House of Assemblies in the East, in the North, in the South encourage members to speak indigenous languages. The same way that we must make it important for parents. It's tough these days because of the exposure of the children that we are raising, the schools that they are going. It goes beyond just saying, this is a cultural day, let them wear buba and shokoto and agbada and stuff. No, it must go beyond that. The same way that we were passionate for government to return history into schools is the same way that we must be passionate about the fact that every Nigerian language, whether they are 400 or 200 or others are not languages, they are just dialect, every spoken word that has a history or heritage behind them must be protected. I'm a Yoruba man, and I don't want to, if the Lord permits and I live to be 90, I don't want a situation where in my old age, all I want to be speaking is English or Pidgin. Pidgin does not even cut it, even though we must acknowledge the fact that yes, institutions like the Oscars, Academy Awards are saying that we can accept Pidgin as an African language. Yes, it is, but that does not define us. What defines us are our indigenous languages. They must be protected at all times. At all times.